team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Bank of the Cumberland River, and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Mariota. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Hey, Mark 52. Tackles, General, West.
Play fake. Mariota. Complete to Kelly. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Too easy.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Cloud. Why? Move.
Mariota now from the 50. He's got Lewis. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
3rd and short yardage, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. What a spin. There goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays.
On 2nd down now, it's Lewis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
3rd and 8.
Blue 18. Check 52's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the 3.
Off the play fake, Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
It's our time.
1st and 10 at the 37.
Mariota on 1st down. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mariota on target there to Humphries. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's checking Craig.
One.
Mariota now to throw on first down. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to break.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A toss play, Gordon. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Ready.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Bring it. Check.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Hey, Steve 6.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Minshew forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him for a loss of a couple. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now Gordon on 1st down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. After a gain of 7 to the 47. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Rock it.
Switch.
Hard.
Slow.
Step.
On first down, Gordon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Throwing on second down, Minshew. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The Charger drive about to get going.
Leo!
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Space to maneuver at the 40. A big play there by Gordon. Give him 52 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases.
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Virgil Green, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A first down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed across each zone. You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll get him down here at the 23. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Minshew, 1st and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Hey, Orbit. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Go.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something. Really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
It got his man complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. One. Bravo. Choose the Mike. Watch Mike. Wild Bill.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Let's go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Bang.
They'll run on first down. Lewis. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, watch it.
Three.
Kill.
Shift.
Slam. Rotate spell.
That's
A 2nd down run with Lewis. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Just like that.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. So on 4th down, here's the Tennessee field goal unit led by Ryan Succop. This will be, 38 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play, Mariota to Davis, and even 40 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually...
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Hey, check 24, watch 24. Check 50, check 50.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
One. Blue 18.
Single. Key 8. Man left.
One.
From the gun, Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 33. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 27, Minshew. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Under 10, 10. Check 31, check 30. Hey, Sam off.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Check 55. Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jayon Brown. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
It's 3rd down and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
At the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert 3. 3. Recon, 132 fight. Slaps. 1.
Now Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got Lewis. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. It'll be Minshew again. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. On first down, it's Jackson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next to score, Titans 31, Chargers 24.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40. Now Mariota. Complete. This is Lewis. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he locates Walker, complete. Now the ball comes loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle.
At the 45-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
3 down, 3 down. Switch. He's coming. He's coming.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on, the ball. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Looking to throw on second down. Mariota, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both, because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Mariota now. And that will be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
On the ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play, because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he fires one incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's the backup, Rivers. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
24 is the mark. Hey, box truck.
Rivers to throw. Caught by Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a 1st down. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.